Because somewhere right now, your future woman of the year is probably sitting in piano lesson or in a girls' choir. And today, right now, we need to take care of her.
Taylor's speech earlier, she stole half of what I was gonna say, which was that in 2014, she won this award, and her speech was, she basically said, right now, I'm gonna quote this wrong, but she said basically right now, your future woman of the year is somewhere in a piano lesson, in a choir, and we need to take care of her.
Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift are beefing? Well, let's spill the tea. It all started with Billie Eilish being tired of popular music artists selling different versions of the same song. She didn't directly call out Taylor Swift as the person she talked about, but she still made it clear that it's a ripoff that all these artists are selling the same song with multiple versions and collecting all this money for no reason. Still, some Taylor Swift fans thought that Billie Eilish was referring to Taylor Swift. This is because Taylor Swift got popular for bringing back vinyl versions, especially releasing a bunch of different vinyl records for every small thing. And this is forcing people to buy it to hear the vinyl records because it's not just online to download. This does seem pretty cool and aesthetic-y because it brings back vinyl records. So some Taylor Swift fans took it to social media to cyberbully Billie Eilish, claiming she also practiced the same thing with her music. In an interview with Billboard, Billie expressed her frustration with musicians who release several different vinyl versions, just for their numbers to go up and get more money. She said, "I can't express to you how wasteful it is. It is right in front of our faces and people are just getting away with it left and right. And I find it really frustrating as somebody who really goes out of my way to be sustainable and do the best that I can to try to involve everybody in my team in being sustainable. And then it's some of the biggest artists in the world making 40 different vinyl packages that have a different unique thing just to get you to buy them. It's so wasteful and irritating to me that we're at this point where you care about your numbers and you care that much about making money. And it's all your favorite artists doing that." Taylor Swift released 7 different CD and vinyl editions, from In the Weeds edition to Maybe Behind the Mall edition, Betty's Garden edition, Stolen Lullabies edition, Hide and Seek edition, Running Lake and Water edition, and more. That is why people feel like Billie Eilish was referring to Taylor Swift when she made the statement in her interview with Billboards. But Billie went on to tell them that she wasn't only talking about Taylor Swift, but a lot of different artists in the music industry, including herself. More of Taylor Swift fans went ahead to give reasons to Billie Eilish as to why Taylor uses the strategy. According to them, it enhances album sales and engagement of her songs to her fans. They also spelled out to Billie that popular artists like Ariana Grande and Olivia Rodrigo use the same strategies for the same reasons. Billie Eilish's remarks came at the time when Taylor Swift was set to release her upcoming album in April this year. She was drawing a lot of critics and Taylor Swift fans to give backlash to Billie's remarks. In the past, there was some controversy around Taylor Swift's album merchandising. Taylor Swift's album announcement stirred up much anticipation on the heels for her outstanding Grammy win for the Midnights, making it her 13th Grammy Award. Taylor took it to social media to release the album cover and announce the release date. This release had a lot of happiness and anticipation amongst her fans. Billie's comment about the music industry sparked a discussion about sustainability and ethical consumption.
Swift's album announcement came hot on the heels of her remarkable Grammy win for Midnights, marking her 13th Grammy Award.
As a popular artist, many of them tend to influence their fans morally, with their choices in packaging and merchandising a whole lot, which leads to commercial success as they connect deeply with their fans environmentally and socially.
Swift took to social media to unveil the album cover and confirm the release date, generating immense excitement and anticipation among her fanbase.
Me personally, I see where Billie Eilish is coming from. Now, not calling out a particular artist, I don't care, Taylor Swift, Drake, whoever it is, I do notice that a lot of popular artists do the same thing she mentioned. They either re-release the same song or make like 10 different versions of the song just so you can buy it. A musician should be focused on releasing fresh and original songs for the world to hear, not just re-releasing the same thing for their fans to buy. If they're cheating their fans, that's not cool of them. You guys are why they're successful and why they're rich in the first place, and they just want to milk more money out of you. But not every artist is guilty of this. Some of them are stuck in contracts with their record label and making them do it. So to me, there's two sides to every story and you can't really call out a particular person for it. And you don't have to buy it. If they release 10 different versions of the same song, YouTube is free. And they sell it for such a high price, especially to any fan that wants to get a hold of your music. And they barely change anything, they just repackage the same songs over and over again and change one sound or make it look a little bit different than the other variants. To me, that's just them trying to milk the money. It's like buying the same product just because it's in a different box or has like a different colored wrapping paper on it. But at the same time, there's different strategies for different people. So if this strategy for Taylor Swift works well and her fans aren't complaining about it, they're happy to do it, what's wrong about it? You don't have to buy the product. It's an option for you to do and people like it. It's like a collector's item. And again, maybe like Taylor or the artist, they're not doing it because they want to, but because their record labels are forcing them to do it. So we really don't know. Again, if you don't agree with it, don't buy the product and you're good. But some people might say it's cheating because it's making their fans want to do it to collect all the items. They don't know better, and it's getting their numbers up because they're getting more sales for the same song. But hey, a loophole's a loophole. I mean, it's not against the rules for them to do it, and people are still buying it. It's just maybe a strategy or a way to get someone to buy the same song 10 times. I mean, if you're an artist, I would recommend to try it or keep doing it because it's making you more money, it's getting your numbers up, it's making your fans happy, and it's paying your employees, getting people paid, paying the bills. What's wrong with it? But Billie's juicy statement got everyone talking on the internet. Whether it's making her fans mad, obsessed, or just they're ready to defend Taylor Swift. Which brings me to the question, is Billie's controversial statement true? Is the music industry really drying out and they're just giving us the same old things over and over again in the form of a new song? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
Because somewhere right now, your future woman of the year is probably sitting in piano lesson or in a girls' choir. And today, right now, we need to take care of her.
But this kind of increases this messed up way the industry works. This was one of the things that started to fire up as people pointed fingers. Maybe this is a way for fans throwing jabs at her or trying to tell her that they were tired of her vinyls. In 2023, Taylor Swift dominated vinyl sales in the United States, with Taylor Swift holding records for every one in 15 states. Even her new quote-unquote album, Tortured Post Department, which was released in April of 2024, already has a chain of vinyl variations coming up soon, hopefully, with several packaging and bonus tracks. That sounds so exciting. She only produces limited editions of each vinyl to make her fans rush to grab a copy before she releases new ones. But resellers try to flip on Taylor's ridiculous vinyl strategies for her albums, which is another smart idea too. I mean, if they're gonna milk all the money, you might as well buy one and resell it for double the price. Which is why Billie made that statement. People didn't hesitate to single out Taylor Swift, even though there were other artists doing the same thing. To me, it sounds crazy. We have a bunch of artists trying to milk money from their fans, and their fans just don't know what they're doing. They're just rushing to buy the same song 10 different times for an overpriced price. And then you got some people looking at it strategically and they're like, hey, let me buy this overpriced song and resell it on social media, on eBay, on Instagram for triple the price. And another fan's like, you know what, I'm gonna pay triple for one of the same things that I can listen to on YouTube for free. But super hardcore fans couldn't take it any longer and rushed to start an online war about whoever came up with it. One of Taylor Swift fans posted on social media and wrote, so many artists are putting out different vinyl variants for their albums, but it's only a problem when Taylor Swift does it because she's the only artist that can actually sell. Another fan posted, typically artists that use Taylor for clout behavior, dragging Taylor and then announces that they're releasing music without shading Taylor. No one was turning up for the new era. These Taylor Swift fans kind of at a point. She claimed on a release, New Era wouldn't have gotten any attention if she hadn't called out Taylor. And she felt she was trying to also clout chase for her album. They didn't stop there as they exposed the fact that Billie had vinyl records of her own song, Happier Than Ever. But Billie stood on her ground despite the backlash. She told them she wasn't referring to anybody, especially Taylor Swift. She posted this on her Instagram clarifying the fact but still emphasizing the need for industry-wide change instead of targeting individual performers. And I understand where Billie Eilish is coming from, and wouldn't it be smart for her to just attack Taylor Swift? Since most Taylor Swift fans are also Billie Eilish fans and vice versa. Also, attacking Taylor Swift wouldn't be a good way to promote her new album. Instead, it would be better for her just to do the same strategy, that way she can get her numbers up too and make a lot of money. But again, keep in mind, this is an open market. Fans are happily buying these albums from people. I don't think it's anything wrong for these artists to do it because their fans are happily buying it. They're not mad about it. And it's an actual product. It's not like a digital song. It's an actual vinyl record, so it could be a collector's item. And again, some of these artists might not be wanting to do it. Their record labels might be making them do it. In the end, if you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. I think this all was just something that the internet blew up out of proportion for no reason. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.